What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram. It's Mike, and this CIF State Track Championship video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. We're at Veterans Memorial Stadium, no relation, in Clovis, California. The sun has not yet set on the 2014-15 high school sports season. We've got one last day up here in the know. We're in Fresno for the State Track Championships. We start in the discus with Matt Katnick, who is going to PR in this event, throwing 183 feet. He'd never gone over 180. He takes fifth, and he was pretty fired up that he got that. I asked Matt if he had any nicknames, and he said he goes by Cat. Some of his friends call him Kitty, and I told him, I'll call you Cat. However, his big event, obviously the Shotput, as the showman enters his ring for the last time as a high school athlete. We take a look at the Katnick effect. Back there are the mortal lines. Then they had to draw some other lines, some new Katnick lines out there on the grass to contain a 70-foot thrower. He's the nation leader, second best in the state history, one of just 3 in California history to go over 70 feet. He does that here as he shows off the cat power, going 72 feet. They had to print some 7s. 72 feet even he would throw later to claim the state championship. He was second in that event last year. Said it drove him nuts the entire ride home. But Matt Katnick going to USC next year, the brave to Trojan transition, gets that gold medal and a state championship, as his family there to congratulate him on an historic trip to Fresno. Katnick, the best ever out of the Press Telegram area. 72-3, his best throw. He hit 72 flat here, and an unbelievable career for Katnick. We go to the boys 4x1, where Katnick's football teammates Berkeley Holman, Real Mitchell, Jordan Harris, and Sean McGrew are going to try and get the stick around the ring as fast as they can. And as you see here, it looks like Vistia Murrieta way out in front. After that great leadoff leg by Michael Norman, looks like they're going to cruise, but a shocker, they drop the baton on the last one. That is going to prove to be huge for Bosco, as you will see later. That gives Sean McGrew on the anchor the chance to capitalize. Great anchor leg as he puts them into third place. You wouldn't think with just a couple competitors these points are going to turn out to be such a big story, but as you see later on, they will. Bosco taking third in 41.62. And then McGrew running in the 100. He just wanted to get back to this race. He had a slow start to the year, carrying a lot of football weight, but shed that weight and huge PR to take second in the state final 100 with Katnick there cheering him on. McGrew, 10.56. That's huge, and as the results piled up, that means that with just 4 events, Bosco, which had 28 points, will tie for second place in the team state championship. Unbelievable. They tied with Chaminade. Bosco coach Tim McIntosh said, you can arm wrestle Matt Katnick for who gets to take the trophy home, and I think the Braves are going to get it. But a special, stunning accomplishment for this Braves team. I don't think anybody expected to see on the podium as a team, but they did just that. However, they were not the only program with multiple competitors running in the Saturday championships. Los Alamitos also with a very strong contingent. They're having their best year in a couple decades. Their 4x1 squad of Ashley Willingham, Anaya Green, Kenna Limp, and Sarah Limp, very good and also very young. Only one senior in that crew. As they're going to get it around, you see them trailing. They're running in the outside lane, lane 8. They would trail the leaders and end up taking 7th in a time of 47.30, as you see Lauren Williams of Oaks Christian taking first right there. But again, 3 returners for that Los Al group that did make the state finals. We go to the night race, the 3,200 meter, the 2-mile race. That's Katie Izzo running in this one. She qualified in 12th and just wanted to get on the podium. Top 6 make the podium, so she said she wasn't thinking about time. She was just running for position. She really, really wanted to get a chance in her last race as a high school student to be there. Izzo, a Spartan effort in the middle of the chase pack, trying to move up, but it's hard to do that in this race until the last lap. K to the Izzo makes her move. Running in 3rd for a while, she would get passed in the last 100 meter to finish 4th. But that's a PR by more than 11 seconds and a Press Telegram area record for Izzo with a 10:21. She was moving to take 4th. Los Alamitos capping things off in the girls 4x4, the mile relay here at the end of the night. This is Sarah Pisani, Brianna Taylor, Sarah Limp, and Ashley Willingham again, who ran very well. Earlier in the action, Thomas Hybe took 7th in the 800, so congratulations to him as well. But we are on the 4x4 as the Griffins, trying to close their season on a high note. They sent a good contingent up to Clovis. Very happy with their season. They had a very strong year, and they're going to take 6th in this race with a time of 3:49.29. So we go to the jumps. This is the only two Long Beach Poly athletes here. Janelle Ainsworth of the CIF Heroics. She would not be able to ever get over 39 feet as she did at the CIF Championships, but she finishes 9th at state, at 38.8 1/4. Jackrabbits, this is the first time they don't have a relay running on Saturday since 1978 in either of the genders. That's pretty unbelievable. This is Janae Smith, just a sophomore. We expect big things in the jumps, maybe in the sprints from her, according to her coaches. A lot of potential from her. She takes 7th with an 18.6. And yes, happy to see that the camera's rolling, of course. We go to the boys 400 where Marie Harris, looking to start things off. He was hoping to have a special finish to his career as well. He's going to Iowa next year. Marie Harris on the podium last year, winning the 4x4 with Long Beach Poly, here competing for Wilson after transferring. Obviously the 400, it's going to be tough to do anything special unless your name is Michael Norman, in which case it's hard to do anything but something special. Norman is going to come around that corner with a lead, and you know, in a state championship in California, if you've got a lead like that, you're probably doing something big on the national level, and that is exactly what Norman did. He would tie the national record of 45.19, just absolutely blazing, as Harris didn't finish as well as he wanted to, but still a very good finish for him, 5th place with a time of 48.12. But this sets up the big event for the Bruins, which was this 4x4 relay that they've been looking forward to all year. They felt like they were the underdogs. They had something to prove in this event all year, and so they've got Harris starting it off. He's got the championship experience, having been here and finished with a gold last year. He's going to pass it off to Copeland Laris. You can see Wilson is already running well. They've got their two strongest legs out front, their two senior leaders. Harris going to Iowa, Laris going to Cal. And they just said they've tinkered with that order throughout the year, but the coaches and runners said it's just about who likes to run out front and who likes to be chasing. And they figured out that giving their two sophomores the lead with Harris and Laris out front was the way to go. And they certainly found something. A nice lead and a great exchange to sophomore Chris Hall, who just has to fight off right there. I mean, they were close on Chris Hall and Jacoby Hardy throughout, but those two sophomores really proved their worth in holding off those challenges, as you see, able to grow the lead again once more down the final 100 meters. Hall is going to give it to his classmate, fellow sophomore Jacoby Hardy. The crowd is going to be oohing and awing throughout this last lap because Vista Murrieta's Michael Norman gets it and is just eating people up. He's going to fly onto the right side of your screen here as you just watch him chop that track up. Unbelievable. But he is not going to catch Hardy. He's not going to catch Wilson. And the Bruins are going to win the first boys 4x4 state championship in school history. A lot of track history at Wilson, but never had they won the boys 4x4 state championship. This year they do it. They make history. This group of Harris, Laris, Hall, and Hardy set the school record in this event and obviously got themselves on the warpath to state gold. A special, special night for these Bruins that's got the faithful all fired up for sure. And yeah, worthy of some fireworks, I would say. A great cap to a great season for the Bruins and a great season for Long Beach as a whole in the high school sports season. This is it for us in 2014-15. Thanks to Papalucci's helping us put out all of our highlights for you this entire year. And we'll see you guys. We're gonna hibernate for a couple days here, and then we'll obviously see you throughout the summer and as we get going again for the fall right here at GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram.